take risks, chosen to get out there and have those tough conversations. You have chosen to look deeply at the most important issues in this country today and make decisions based on that. By having what? It's the courage to choose to stand up, and have conversations alongside each other, to talk, to be true. How about this? To be true to yourselves, true to your beliefs, your morals, and your values, no matter the cost. I think sometimes we forget that it is really a beautiful example that you're setting for yourselves and for your friends and family. And how about for our children? I have 3 kids in college. They're watching. Sometimes they cringe a lot when I talk, but they're watching. We're being an example and telling them not to settle, to stand up and to not ever, ever live in fear. Remember this. Courage is contagious. It is. And people will follow. When you stand up, lose the fear and are true to yourself, people will follow you, trust me. And look, all of you here are doing that for others. There's only one way. There's only one way that we save this beautiful, awesome country of ours. Trust me, I've lived in 4 other countries. I'm the proud daughter of an Army colonel, a West Point graduate, 1970. And I can honestly say that living all over the world and meeting so many other people, this country is different. They know it. That's why they all want to come here, don't they? Yeah, there's just a problem. We got to do it the right way. I'm sorry, we're old school here. Do it legally and we'll bring you in all day long. But the only way right now to save this beautiful country is to work alongside the greatest leader we've ever seen, Donald J. Trump. We got to get him back in office in order to do that. That is what we must do. A man who has proven a lot of things, hasn't he? He's proven his toughness. He's proven that he loves America. He's proven that he loves God, and he's not afraid to say that. And I hope you feel what I feel. I know you do. He has proven through his words, but most importantly through his actions, that he loves you, and he will do anything for you. Thank you so much. You know what we have to do on Tuesday. God bless all of you. God bless America.
USA! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage former Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard.
Don't you love that song?
Yeah!
I love you back. I was at a rally with President Trump the other day, and he said something that really hit me close to home because it's what I've experienced everywhere I've gone in this country as I've joined great Americans like you, standing strong in this no-fail mission that we have to save America. And what he said was, this is a movement of love. That we are gathered here in places like this all across the country, standing strong with joy and hope for our future because we love this great country. And we love and care for each other, and we recognize the grave threats that we face and why we must stand in this moment of crossroads as a country to defend freedom and to ensure a future of peace and prosperity.
In the sun, it's warmer.
I know we have a lot of veterans here in the crowd today. Thank you so much for your service. I'm grateful to stand with you. And whether you've worn the uniform and served or not, or maybe there's someone in your family who has, or even if you don't have a personal connection to someone who served in the military, we understand and appreciate the great sacrifice that's made by our servicemen and women and their families. We understand that the most important responsibility that any president has is to serve as commander-in-chief. Now, when we look at the choice that we as voters have in this country, the contrast between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris could not be more great. We look at President Trump's record. He's the first president in my lifetime who has not started any new wars. What does that say? And we look at the disastrous and destructive record of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. As we sit here today, we are embroiled in multiple wars in different regions of the world. We are closer to the brink of World War III have been, and closer to the brink of nuclear Armageddon. That's the reality that we face. The Bulletin of Atomic Scientists say we are closer to that doomsday clock, Armageddon, nuclear Armageddon, than we ever have been. Who we choose as our commander-in-chief matters. Not only for those of us who serve, but for all of us as Americans and for humanity at large. President Trump is our best and only hope to save our country and to save the world and put us back on that path towards peace and freedom and prosperity. Now, I've served in the Army over 21 years. I've deployed to 3 different war zones, and I was just on Army duty a few days ago at Fort Sill in Oklahoma. I am a commander of a drill sergeant battalion. How many people here still remember their drill sergeants from boot camp? Yeah, you never forget those guys. But I attended a graduation of a basic training class that went through. There were several hundred new soldiers who are proudly marching across that field in their brand new sharp uniforms. There were thousands of people there, their family and friends, finally getting to come and congratulate them and greet them. And as they were marching across that field, it was so moving, both to see this new generation of Americans who volunteered to serve our country, who took that oath to the Constitution, just as we have, to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and to be willing to put their lives on the line for the safety, security, and freedom of the American people. But as I sat there and watched them march across that field, I understood yet again in a deeply personal way why this election matters so much. If we allow Kamala Harris to be elected as commander-in-chief, it is those young men and women and so many others across the country who will pay the price for the wars that she will lead us into. I thought of their families, their moms and dads that were sitting there watching their young sons and daughters walk across that field. And I thought of friends of mine who paid the ultimate price as we were deployed to the Middle East. Parents who never got to say that final goodbye. We need a leader in the White House who values the lives of every single American. We need a leader in the White House who has the courage and strength to fight for peace. A leader in the White House who will stand up to the military-industrial complex, stand up to the warmongers in Washington from both political parties, because he loves our country and he loves the American people, and he is fighting for our freedom and our future. Our founding fathers, Trump, yes. So we got 48 hours to go. We got 48 hours to go. Our founding fathers were very intentional in the words that they put in our founding documents. when they wrote that preamble to the Constitution, they said, "We the people." That is a call to action, my friends. They reminded us that our government only exists with the consent of the governed. So for those of us who love our great country and cherish peace and freedom, it is our responsibility to do all that we can to save our country, to defend our freedom and our future. We got 2 days to do that. We got to do better than just vote ourselves, though.
That's right.
I want to challenge every single one of you here. Who's voted already, by the way? All right. Every one of you, before you lay your head down tonight, I want you to take responsibility for 10 people in your lives to make sure that they get out and cast their vote right alongside you. Every single vote will make the difference. Your vote in Pennsylvania could be the difference between saving our country or putting us in a place where we end up down this path of destruction that Kamala Harris has led us on. I would say no pressure, but the pressure is on. We gotta save our country. I'm proud to stand with you, my friends. Over the next 2 days, let's send President Trump back to the White House to save our country.
You might have to split.
And to
You
fight
might
for
have to
the
split up,
American
okay?
people. Thank you so much.
She has handicap, and they told us we could come up and try to sit in the
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Governor of Arkansas and former White House Press Secretary, Sarah Sanders.
Good morning. Incredible day, and what a great time to be a Trump supporter in America. Who's ready for Tuesday? More importantly, who is ready to have a new president in the White House? It is such an honor to be here and to support Donald J. Trump for President of the United States of America. He is the fighter that we need at a time when, frankly, we need it the very most.
Slide down, all the way down.
To serve as the President's White House Press Secretary.
One more in there.
Yeah, I'll leave you guys. I'd rather you also. I don't know, guys. Natalia, scoot way down.
I was the first
If
mom
we cannot be here.
and only the third woman to ever have that job. When we had a president who empowered his team, and when the left was relentlessly attacking me, kicking my family out of a restaurant, parents spitting on our car at our children's school, MSNBC reporters called me not even human, vile, unfit to be a mother. It was President Trump who pulled me aside, looked me in the eye, and said, "Sarah, you're smart, you're tough, you're beautiful, and they attack you because you're good at your job." Every single day we see the left trying to tear our country down. And it only makes President Trump stronger and more needed to help lead our country. Yeah. Over the course of the 2.5 years that I spent in that role, I had the opportunity to travel with the president, to
to nearly 24 countries and spent a lot of time with him on the road. But no trip was more memorable than December 25th of 2018. Probably one of the most vivid, most memorable, most unbelievable moments I've ever witnessed. It was Christmas night, and we were traveling with the president to a destination they didn't want anybody in the world to know that he'd be going to. And so we left in total darkness, with no lights on Air Force One, no lights on the runway. And 12 hours later, when we touched down in the war-torn part of Western Iraq, it was again a similar scene. No lights on the plane, no lights on the runway. The only light you could see was coming from about a mile away of where we had landed. The reason there was light in that one location is because hundreds of troops had packed into a dining hall, thinking that they were having dinner with senior military leadership. They had absolutely no idea that the president and first lady were about to walk into that room. And when they did, a sight and a scene and a sound I know I will never forget unfolded. As the president stepped into that dining hall, you could see people from every race, every religion, every political party, every corner of the country, every demographic you can imagine represented in that one room. But in that moment, when he stepped in one perfect voice, in complete and total unity, they chanted over and over and over again, USA, USA, USA.
USA, 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 USA.
It was an absolutely perfect picture of what makes America so incredible. You have men and women willing to put everything on the line, willing to do what it takes, in some cases making the ultimate sacrifice, so that we get to live free in the greatest country on the face of the earth. And they deserve to know, those men and women deserve to know that they have a leader that is doing their part in defending our freedom and fighting for our great country, and that's exactly what you get with Donald J. Trump. America needs a leader. America needs somebody who comes from a position of strength. We saw that under Donald Trump. We had secure borders, we had a strong economy, we had stability around the world. And we're gonna have that again starting on Tuesday. To finish that trip, the president continued walking around that room. And as he did, there was a soldier that yelled from the back. He said, "Mr. President," he said, "I'm here because of you. I re-enlisted in the military because of you." And the president said to that young man, he said, "Son, I'm here because of you as well." Two people doing their part in the fight for freedom. And each one of us that is here today has a part as well. We're not all called to serve on the physical battlefields of Iraq. We're not all called to run for office. But we do have a part to play in making sure that those who are willing to put their name on the ballot, put their life on the line, have people that are standing up and standing alongside and fighting for them, and making sure that every person coming behind us gets to enjoy the incredible gift of growing up in a country that still means something, in a country that still stands for something. So when you leave here today, make sure you're doing your part in the fight for freedom. And that doesn't just mean voting. Absolutely, that is critical over the course of the next several days. We need you to show up and show up big. But it also means getting your friends to go out and vote too. Frankly, I don't care if they're your friends or not. If they say they're voting for Donald Trump, you take them with you. If they tell you they're voting for somebody else, you let them know the election's been moved to December. But we need everybody here showing up and sending a clear, strong message that we love America. And we're going to do our part to protect it. And the best way we can do that is make sure Donald Trump gets elected on Tuesday. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Sarah. Free rides to for the homage to the polls. I was like, that's pretty freaking sweet, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Senior Advisor to President Donald J. Trump and founder of America First Legal, Stephen Miller.
Just 2 days from now, and this nightmare that we've been living through for 4 years ends. In 2 days, you can end the nightmare of inflation, the nightmare of illegal immigration, the nightmare of humiliation at home, embarrassment abroad, and the degradation of this country. In just 2 days, you can defeat Kamala Harris, you can defeat the radical left.
Great job, Lloyd.
The communist, the globalist. Your hero and champion back to the White House. It all comes down to Pennsylvania. The Patriots here today. You can deliver this state to Donald J. Trump, and you can send Donald J. Trump back to the White House. If everyone here gets 5 people, 6 people, 7, 8, 9, 10 people to the polls on Tuesday, this race is won, this election is over, and the banners will read, "We have re-elected Donald J. Trump back to the White House." So I need you, I am asking you to dig deep, to work hard. 48 more hours after 9 years, it all comes down to this. You're right at the finish line of this marathon. And I want you to think, I want you to really think, as we have these 2 days left, what President Trump has endured for all of you, for all of us, for this nation for 9 years, since he came down that escalator. I want you to think about the hoaxes, the media lies, distortions, defamations, persecutions, witch hunts, one persecution, one hoax, one abuse, one lie after another. Every single force that has been wrecking and raiding and pillaging this country has been coming after him. And why? Why have they done it? Because he's standing up for all of us every single damn day. And I ask you, when they came at him, when they tried to take away his freedom, when they tried to take away his business, and yes, when they tried to take away his life, did he back down? Did he give an inch? Did he We need you to fight for 2 more days to end these injustices. As you're heading to the polls, as you're bringing your friends to the polls, as you're bringing your coworkers to the polls, your family to the polls, I want you to think about all the victims who have suffered under this heartless administration and under the cruel and wicked and sinister policies of Kamala Harris. How many of you have turned on the news or searched online day after day and read about another American raped and murdered by an illegal alien that Kamala Harris brought into our country. What kind of person does this to her own countrymen? What kind of person finds criminal gang members and sets them free to attack our people? Who would do such a thing? I want you to think of these victims. I want you to think of the mothers, the fathers who will never see their kids again, and say, for the love of God, we're going to elect Donald Trump. We're going to seal that order. We're going to send the You don't have to live like this. We don't have to live like this. We can be a free country again. We can be a sovereign country again. We can be a country again that puts American citizens before migrant gangs and illegal aliens. We don't need foreign countries' criminals. We don't need foreign countries' killers. We don't need foreign countries' gangs. You know what we need? We need safe parks, safe schools, safe communities where our children can learn and thrive, and they'll never have to compete with illegal aliens who don't even belong in our country.
That's right! Get them out!
4 generations of no family.
We didn't get a seat.
My great-great-grandfather lived here. My great-grandfather lived here. My grandfather lived here. My mom was born here. I love this state with every single fiber of my being. And I want Pennsylvania to be freer and stronger than it's ever been before. But you know, the only way this happens is if we send Kamala Harris back to San Francisco. After all the fighting, after all the battles, everything we've experienced together on this journey, everything that we've been through, and everything that Donald J. Trump has been through, it's almost left just 2 days. Just 2 days. Are we up to the challenge, Pennsylvania? Are we going to kick out the corrupt, globalist politicians? And are we going to elect a man who puts you first, your families first, your children first, this country first, this flag first, every single day? Kamala Harris doesn't give a damn about you. She doesn't care about you. She doesn't care about your children. She doesn't care about your families. She doesn't care about anybody but herself and her donors. There's one man who cares about you and your family, who's willing to take every single arrow and yes, every bullet they send his way. And that man, that champion, that leader, that warrior, who's going to be standing in front of you in just a few minutes, he's counting on you, and his name is Donald J. Trump. If you do the work for just 2 more days, then my friends, my fellow patriots, come January, you are going to watch Donald J. Trump standing before the assembled nation and the assembled world, put his hand on that Bible, take the oath of office, and say,
Way to bring it, Steven!
Yeah, like a parent.
Trump needs to come in driving the keys.
I'm not an architect, but apparently these roofs float less than 5 degrees. Right? Okay, good.
That's right.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah, I want to Hey, where's Ernie Shell? Hey, get me on camera.
waiting for Ernie Shell, guys, with the song. He's here. We know it. Ernie. Wanda, your flash is on. You can't kill your battery. You better turn that light on. You can't kill your battery. Your light's on. Your flash is on. You better hook your charger or your battery gonna kill.
They gotta be working on it.
Timing was perfect.
I can't.
We buying them?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I know, right? Exactly.
Where it began, I can't begin to know. But when I know it's growing strong,
That's what's funny.
wasn't the spring, and spring became a song. I believe you come along. Touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline.
I agree.
Look at the night, and it don't seem so long again. We fill it up with only two.
highest secured place in the world right now.
It looks like you start running around and you'll land this stuff.
And they stay there!
In the kitchen, hot on the stove, water getting warm. Don't be slow, Snoopy getting deep. System overload. I've been running this rap game since I was 20 years old. I hung with the worst of them. First of all, awesome, harder one, awesome. I'm on for me.
Well, he didn't fly over the house, so that's okay. I would have been upset if he did. He landed in Harrisburg. You really should turn off that flash. There's got to be a way to turn it off. They want to even restart. People get notifications. It comes out, goes live.
And they stay there! And they stay there! And they stay there!
This worked because I knew it was going to be outdoors, but once I found out we could get in, then I was like, I'm going somewhere and stay in the
Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Catching water from the dock, watching the waves roll off the rocks. Never hold a spot inside my soul. We blister in the sun, we couldn't wait for night to come. To hit that sacred place of rock and roll. While we were trying different things, we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song. Sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long.
I'm from Philadelphia. I want to say thank you.
Now nothing seems as strange as when the leaves begin to change. Oh, how we thought those days would never end. Sometimes I hear that song and I'll start to sing along and think, man, I'd love to see that girl again.
What is he saying? What did he say?
We were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song. Sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow. Singing Sweet Home Alabama.
What? Oh, that's cool. You really should stop and turn your flash off. It's going to overheat. It's on. It's already on.
Whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer
22. You need to stop and start a new one without that flash on, or you're going to lose it. It'll overheat too. You just stop and just start a new stream. Just tell everybody I'll be right back.